what's up guys, it's NashCrafter and welcome to my channel for another episode of Let's Play Vanilla Minecraft. And there's a few things that I want to show you guys before we get started with today's episode. So today's episode is going to be a little bit of an exploration episode. A lot of you guys have left comments down in the comment section asking to do a little exploring, and I think that's a great idea. So that's what we're going to be doing. It is getting nighttime, so I'm going to have to explain this kind of fast, but let's see here. Let's flip. And the first thing I wanted to show you guys, kind of an off-camera update for you guys, is that I made myself a tiny little chicken farm. We've got a creeper already creeping up here. Alright, let's take this guy down really quick, and then I'll finish showing you guys this chicken farm. Come on. Alright, there we go. Actually, I'm gonna go sleep really quick because I don't want to deal with creepers this whole time. Alright, so it is now daytime. Let's head back to the chicken farm. I can show you guys what I meant to show you. So we're gonna hop our way over here. As you guys can see down in my inventory, I have tons and tons of eggs, and this is why I wanted to make the chicken farm. Now it's really simple, so I didn't feel like making it on camera. A water source in the corner that pushes all the chickens down into this corner. So you can see I have a ton of adult chickens here, and what I can do is take seeds and I can breed these chickens together in order to get more chickens. Now, what I also can do to get chickens is I can throw these eggs and we'll get a bunch of babies. But the cool thing about this little tiny farm is it's super simple. All it takes is a hopper and a chest and a sign. So the sign blocks the water from flowing through, but items will fall through. So any chicken eggs will drop. They'll drop onto this hopper here and head off into our chest here. Now I've killed a couple chickens in order to get myself some chicken in order to eat. So I do have a feather in here, and the feathers didn't land in the hopper, but that's okay. Most of the time they will land in the hopper, so it's good. Now this is just an easy way for me to get food. So I figured I'd kind of talk through this with you guys because I don't know, it's just a really simple little chicken farm. It's really easy. And this is my little AFK place, so I can come in here when I want to AFK and get some chicken eggs. Now, a couple more updates before we truly get started in today's adventure episode. I want to head over to the windmill really quick and do some stuff over here, show you guys some stuff. So you can probably see right there I have made a path up to our windmill. Now, I was getting kind of tired of hopping up and down this area here, and I kept falling off. I wanted to make a more smooth transition up to our windmill here, so I made this little tiny path. It just fits the theme of what we've been going with for the rest of the village here. And then I also have some hidden lighting, and that actually looks pretty cool during the nighttime. I'll have to show you guys that pretty soon here. Now for the actual windmill, I do have a couple updates. I have changed some things. So I mentioned in the windmill video that I didn't like the tail that was on the back. I kind of made this like weird fin tail thing, and I thought it looked too fantasy, and I don't want this area to look very fantasy. I want it to look more almost medieval farming village type. So I don't know, we're not going exactly for medieval, but we're just going for like farming, and it looked too fantasy, so I took that off. I also changed this area. So this used to be an open archway so we could walk through. I changed that so it matches this side, and you guys will see this works a lot better with the enchanting layout, in my opinion at least. So I built a walkway, and now it's this side that's open and this side, and I think it works really well. And then this is what the enchanting room looks like on the inside. So I just think it flows a little bit better than having the column directly in the center. It definitely feels more spacious, which is really nice. So I just have some chests. The chests moved a little bit. So when I built this windmill, it actually arose from a comment. So I got a comment saying you should build a windmill in your world, and I thought that was such a great idea. So that was commented by Peter. So thank you so much, Peter, for suggesting to build a windmill. And so I did put Peter's name on the side of the windmill, kind of dedicating this windmill to Peter, which is awesome. And I think that's going to be something I do for every build that you guys suggest. So if you guys suggest something down in the comment section and I build it in my world, I am going to put your name on the build just like this, Now, I can't promise that every single thing you guys suggest on the comment section is going to be built, and I think this will be a cool way for us to share this world together. One last thing I need to update you guys on is our skeleton farm. So I've done some work down in the skeleton farm. I told you guys that it was going to take me a couple episodes to finalize the design of the skeleton farm, and it's not finalized yet, but I've definitely made progress. So I'm going to turn around here, kind of walk with my head down so you guys don't see. Okay, all right, let's come over here. You guys can see the floor, but I'm gonna flip and show you guys this. I'm super proud of this. I hope you guys like it because it took me a lot of time, but I'm so proud of it. So this is what the new skeleton farmhouse area looks like. So I'm really excited about this. I think the design turned out really well, and this is kind of the theme that I want to stick with for the whole area. So I don't know, it looks really grand and kind of castle-y sort of, but I wanted to throw a lot of wood in there to give it that farming feel to it. I don't know what I was going with for this, but I think it actually works out. I think it looks okay. Then this is the area for storage. So I have all of my chests on this side, chests on this side. This is going to be filled with bones, and then this is going to be filled with arrows. So you guys can see I did AFK a little bit, and I got some stuff. Now, one other thing that I wanted to mention is I now have one central light lever. So this turns off every single light. I just went and I hooked the top lights to all the side lights. So now this one lever turns on every single light, which is way more convenient, and I won't have to worry about the problems upstairs that we had in the last video. I also have a little chute, a fire chute, so I can throw some things away, and just some furnaces, crafting tables. So everything is good here. This is the skeleton farm. I just wanted to update you guys because I want to keep checking in, make sure you guys see the progress that I've been doing off camera. So now for today's episode, we are going to go into the Nether. So I'm super excited. I've been working on the Nether hub. Now this is something, I don't know why, but I've always been super fascinated by Nether hubs. I just think they're really cool. The fact that you can travel a lot faster in the Nether as opposed to the overworld just kind of, I don't know, it just gets me really excited because we can go to a lot more destinations. So that is what we're going to be doing in today's episode, a little bit of exploring new biomes. And I think what we should do is just take a step into the Nether. Here we are. So this is our starter Nether hub. So it's not too pretty right now. I actually am going to need your guys' help. If you guys have any design suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section because I need as much help as I can get designing this Nether hub, designing this thing, because I don't know what direction to go right now. I was almost thinking maybe a really dark fortress type look. Nothing too bright and too shiny or too fancy, nothing like futuristic. I was kind of thinking more, I don't know, something that would really fit the Nether theme, the darkness, the hell dimension type thing. I don't know. I just want it to all look cohesive. So that's kind of my idea. But if you guys have any more ideas, please let me know down in the comment section below. So I do have a little netherrack stick thing here. Sorry if you can hear those gas. I should turn down my sound really quick. There we go. That's a little better. So off in this direction towards the back of the portal is a jungle, a fortress, an ocean monument, a mesa, and a desert. And then towards the front over here is a swamp, an ice plains, and a mushroom and a taiga. So we are going to be visiting all of these in today's episode. Now, I'm going to actually go into creative mode to do this. So we're going to do that really quick. Just so you guys can see all of my items, I'm still in survival. I'm going to put them up here, just so you guys can see them. I am not cheating anything in. I promise I would not do that to you guys. This world is, it's ours to build, and it is a survival mode world. But just for the sake of not spending too much time walking, I want to go into creative. So I think you guys will understand once we start to get going that the walking process of this takes a really long time. Also, I don't want to get shot by ghasts. That is like a big thing. I actually recorded this video one time already, and I just kept getting shot by ghasts, and it was bad. It was just really bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start in this direction, and we're gonna kind of fly off. So the way I set this up is I have one walkway this way and one walkway this way. So what we're going to do is we are going to fly right along this side. And right here is our first walkway. So it's pretty close to our home portal, but we're gonna go this way. It leads us to an ocean monument. So we're gonna go pretty fast here, hopefully. And you guys can see it would have taken me a lot longer to walk this than it does to fly in creative. So this is an ocean monument. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna take a look, and here we go. So we actually turn out in a cave here, and it's just this little tiny cave. I've lit it up just a little bit. Now the cool thing here is I do have a little ladder, and if we pop up here, check this out. We are right directly under an ocean monument, and I will light this up for you guys. Actually, one thing I am going to do is I'm going to kind of use my torch here to light things up a little bit. So we are directly under an ocean monument. So this is pretty cool. Really, really awesome. I'm so excited to take this thing on and make a guardian farm. Guardian farm. Now there's another cool feature to this little place here, and let's see if I can find it. Is it somewhere over here? Where is our... Here we go. Okay, so here is our hole that gets us back to our portal. If we go right over here, you guys can see there is actually a dungeon right here, and it's a skeleton spawner. So what I was thinking is we could actually make a skeleton farm as well as a guardian farm, and we can AFK here and not only get the guardian drops but also get skeletons. So I think that would be freaking amazing. I think that would be so cool. Now I haven't looked in these chests yet. I think we'll do that once we take on the guardian farm. So heading back down, we are gonna go back through our portal, and we are going to start going back through, and we'll see the next destination. So I don't know if I'll speed this up a little bit. Probably not. I'll just kind of fly through it with you guys. I think the flight makes it a little bit faster. See, we would have got shot by that ghast, I'm telling you. Would have been bad. But this does make it go a little bit faster for you guys. Once we actually work on this project and design it, it is all going to be in survival. We will not do any... We don't build in creative on this survival series. We just kind of look at things in creative. So this heads off into a mesa. So we're going to head this way. And I think this one's quite long. And we're still going. So this is to the mesa. This is quite a long pathway. We can see the portal coming up here, but this is a long one. This is one of the longer ones. So here we are. We're gonna head straight through, and here we are. So this is our mesa. This is where we're gonna collect all of the hardened clay that we need. So all the different colors for our builds, this is where we're gonna get it. So I thought it'd be really nice to have a portal that leads to a mesa, just so we have access to this whenever we need it. So I'm going to head back. We're gonna go to the next one, and I'm probably gonna cut this part out just because we already saw us coming to, so we don't need to see us going back. All right, we are back to the mesa sign. So if we just keep going this direction, you can see off to our left is a fortress. So this is the closest fortress to our path here, our main path, and I thought this would be a good one to just go down. So I staircased away down there, and this is probably where I'm going to make my wither skeleton farm as well as my blaze farm. So probably do that here in the next few episodes. You know, we got all these things to look forward to. I'm so excited. This is getting me so excited. All right, so the next one is a desert. If we head off this way, we'll get ourselves to this desert. And we're coming right up. So we'll head through. And here we are. So this is where our desert portal ended up. Pretty crazy. This is an awesome place to have a portal because there is a village right here. Now I did check it out a little bit. The blacksmith didn't have anything super cool in it. I think it had some apples, a pair of iron boots, and bread or something. I don't remember the last one, but it definitely had apples and it definitely had iron boots. But this is our desert. So this is going to be my digging desert, I'm going to call it. And this is just where I'm going to get all of the sand that I need for future projects, that I need glass and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what this is for. So nothing too exciting, but there is a village, and you guys know I've been talking about starting a villager breeder. So this is where I'm going to get my villagers for my villager breeder. So just in case some of you guys aren't aware of kind of how portals work, I'm sure most of you guys who are watching this know exactly how portals work, how to link portals, how to use the coordinates to place your portals and things like that. But there could be someone watching that doesn't, so I just want to make sure I kind of mentioned this in the video. But the way that I figured out all of these destinations and all of the places to put my portals was I went to a website called mineatlas.com, and I believe it's in version 1.8, Minecraft version, but I think the world generation is still the same. So you should be able to type in your seed as long as it's kind of a newer world past 1.8. I think it will work. At least it worked for me. So it should work for you if you're in kind of a newer world. But what I did was I took the coordinates. So if I pop on my F3 really quick, you can see the X, Y, and the Z. And I'm going to go with the looking at. So it says I'm looking at -285, 92, and -412. So that is the block that I'm looking at. That's the bottom part of the portal right there. So this is the nether coordinates. Now, in order to find your nether coordinates, what you do is you take your overworld coordinates and you divide them by 8, and that'll give you the coordinates to place in the nether. And also something to mention is you don't have to focus on the Y coordinate. So just completely ignore that. Just look at the X and the Z. Take the coordinates from the overworld, divide it by 8, and I did all of this from the nether. So basically what I did was I put the portal down where I thought it should go, and then I kind of tested to see if it actually ended up in the right place. Because I used Mine Atlas, I just clicked on the place where I wanted to go. So like if I wanted to go to a desert, I clicked on it, it gave me the coordinates, I divided those by 8, and then I went there in the nether, and it worked like a charm. So now you have to make sure that if a coordinate is negative in the overworld, it needs to be negative in the nether. So that's super important. Make sure you follow your negatives, because I actually messed up quite a lot. Yeah, I messed up quite a lot trying to do this, and that's why I didn't want to do it on camera. So just make sure, double check your coordinates, double check your negatives and your positives. Like there were times where I thought a portal was way over there on the other side, and it was actually over here because of a positive and a negative. So just be careful. I'm telling you, just triple check. Alright, so we are going to head over to our next destination here. It's really, really close. Now this is a jungle biome. So we're going to head off this way. And this portal is pretty close, I think. Oh, actually this might be one of the farther ones. No. This one's pretty close. So we're almost there. Get away from these ghasts. Jeez. Alright, so we're going to pop through. Here we are. So this is our desert/jungle biome. So this is where I plan on building a whole jungle kingdom. It should be pretty cool. And then I also really want to build a desert kingdom. So I think our desert kingdom is actually going to be right here, like sort of in this area, maybe off over in this direction. So I'm going to head back to our home portal. And here we are, we're coming up on our home portal, and here we go. So the next thing we're gonna do is go off in the opposite direction, and we only have, I think there's 4 on this side. Let's take a look really quick. So we've got swamp, ice plains, mushroom, and taiga. So just a little bit this way, and we hit our first one already, so it's really, really close. This is our ice plains, and this one I'm so excited for, because I have a whole idea on how I want to do an ice plains village. I think it would be so awesome, and once you guys see where the portal spawned, I think you guys will be feeling the same way I am. And here we go, we're about to head through. And boom. So look at where we spawned. Check this out. This is awesome. We actually spawned in a ravine, which is so cool, because the idea I have for this is to actually make this kind of a underground portal area, but play off this ravine and kind of make it this bigger ravine. It's just super cool. I'm really excited. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna break a few blocks here, and we're gonna head up to the top just so you guys can see that this does indeed lead up to an ice plain. So this is where our actual village is going to be. We're gonna be building above the oh no way, there's an igloo here. Okay, we're gonna go check this out really quick. I did not know there's an igloo here. So cool. Okay, I think, isn't there supposed to be something fancy in these or something? Maybe not. So I don't know if there's anything fancy in this one. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it, but still pretty cool. So there is an igloo. Maybe we could play off that a little bit. And this is where we spawned. So this is our little area. This is where I'm going to be building my village out here. And I think it should be pretty cool. So if we need ice or snow, this is where we're going to come. So we have our little hole here. We're going to pop back down through. And again, we're just going to head back. I'm going to fly on back. I kind of wanted to ask your guys' opinion because I am doing it in this episode. So I just kind of wanted to know. I'm curious. Do you guys mind going into creative mode? What do you think about that? Now, I'm not sure if I asked this in the last video. I went into spectator actually last time. Spectator is kind of funny. It can like make you look through blocks and things like that, and I didn't want to be able to look through the blocks. But what do you guys think of going into creative if you have a survival series? I just wanted to know your guys' opinion because I do go into creative sometimes just to show you guys around, and I think it's helpful. I think it's kind of nice every once in a while to take a look at some builds and stuff. So let me know what you think. But we're here at our next one. So we've got the swamp and the witch hut. So this is pretty cool too because I really want to make a witch farm. And as you guys can see, our portal's right here on top of a tree, which is pretty cool. And we have a little witch hut here. So this is where I'm going to make our witch farm. And I also think I'm going to make a village that surrounds the witch farm and, you know, make it kind of fit in. And I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be so awesome. Heading on back. So we are on our main path again. And we're coming up right here to our mushroom island. So this one's really close. We can see it right there. And we're just going to pop through. Now this is so exciting because I've actually never found a mushroom island before in any of my Minecraft worlds. So this is the first one I found in a survival world. So stoked about having mushrooms. That is so cool. And another cool thing is our portal is on top of a mushroom. So I think it'd be cool to make a mushroom monument, like maybe a giant mushroom that has our portal sitting on it. Oh gosh, I have so many ideas for this Let's Play, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am because seriously, I have so many plans. There's going to be so many episodes, and I love this series. You guys can probably tell I've been pumping out episodes because it's just my favorite. So here's the end one. We're really close here, and this is a mega taiga. So I thought this would be a good place to make another village as well as get some podzol. Podzol can be really useful in designing and things like that. And this is our mega taiga. So we just kind of come out here. It's pretty big, pretty nice, awesome. And we could get some mossy cobble, lots of podzol, some spruce wood. Like we can make maybe a Nordic style village or something like that. So again, lots of ideas are flowing through my head. I hope you guys are kind of liking these ideas that I'm throwing out. If you guys have any more ideas, feel free to let me know. I love taking your guys' suggestions. So I'm going to head back to our home portal here. You guys can see I'm flying. This is the reason I wanted to go into creative because I go so fast. You just fly through these tunnels. Now, this isn't going to be every episode. This is kind of a luxury right now that we get to do creative for today's episode, but I promise not a lot of episodes are going to be done in creative, pretty much only if I need to show you guys something or if it's something like this. And this is the only time that we're going to be doing another hub. So this is the only time that there's going to be a video like this. So now I have to kind of think of what I'm going to be doing next. What is our next project? What is our next plan? Let's actually pop into our original game mode. There we go. You guys can see I have all the same items. So now we have to think about what we're going to be doing next. So I was thinking villager breeder. That is the first thing that I've kind of been thinking about because I want to get enchanted books. I really, really, really want enchanted books. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Oh, we get to see the path at night. Yes, I think that looks so awesome. I really, really like the way that windmill turned out. Again, thank you, Peter, for suggesting the windmill. That's a really awesome idea. And I know we didn't go into shaders today. That is a tradition in our videos, is to go into shaders. But we did spend a lot of time in the Nether, and the shaders pack that I do have isn't compatible with the Nether. So that's the only reason we didn't really go into shaders for today's episode. But next episode, we will keep the tradition going. We're going to be going back into shaders for the second half of next episode, so stay tuned for that. But that's going to have to be it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I need to fix my clothes. I got a little bit of holes in them, but that's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video, this chill, laid-back video. I know it was very Nether oriented. Not every video is going to be like that, but thank you guys again so much for watching. I will catch you in the next episode. I hope you have a very beautiful, wonderful day. Don't forget to leave a like if you did like this video. If you're new to my channel and you liked my content, don't forget to subscribe. But I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.